Yeah. All right.
Well, hello everyone. For the third time, we're trying this. Uh, we're really good at this. So, if everything is good, this version will come online. And I'm here with. Hello.
Oh, I thought you cut out and you were going to say my name. My name's Cogs or Jack or whatever you want to call me. That was the worst. That was the worst introduction for a person. So yeah, we're going to talk about music to start us off, and then we can get into other topics after that. And it's just going to be a bit of a podcast sort of thing. So hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, well, like I just said to you, I was planning to do this because of the new Queen movie that's coming out.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody.
And yeah, I am not a really big fan of Queen, but I like the music. So, and I don't really like the music of today, to say it like that.
I can agree with you there. I agree.
So I thought, what kind of music do you listen?
I listen to. Well, I'm a bit more old-fashioned with my music taste. I like a lot of old rock and roll, and a lot of my music
definitely.
is generally like the '80s and the '90s and the '70s, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, well, it's just like my playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you gonna say?
I think I got all my music taste from my dad and even my granddad. Maybe I was just raised around that sort of music, and that's why it stuck with me.
I know. I think my taste of music like that started with when I saw the trailer of Fallout 4.
Oh yeah.
And
That's really old music. That's from the '50s.
I mean, music of the 70s I like more by now, but I mean, some music of the 50s and 60s I also like.
Yeah, I think they used "The
Just
Wanderer" in
because-
that trailer by Dion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that song.
I really songs like that. That's something I like.
Yeah, the reason I don't really like a lot of modern music is because I think that the artists don't have talent. You know, I don't think they rely on computers and digital enhancement for their voice. They don't really sing.
Yeah. I mean, artists like Freddie Mercury back in the day. I mean, he was a really good singer, so he could just the note he wanted to sing. You could just think, oh, all right, well, I can sing that note, and he had the perfect note.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't want to say everyone needs to be that good, but some people just are so bad in real life when singing.
And artists like
It's just-
Frank Sinatra, they're really talented singers. And then you compare them to like modern singers, and it doesn't even compare. They're so much better, the talented ones.
Yeah, I mean, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song of all time is probably "The Chain" by Fleetwood Mac or "Easy" by the Commodores.
I've heard the second one, but the first one I don't know.
It's the first one is it's like a big metaphor for family, and how because no matter what you do in your family, whether you try to leave your family or you have a fight with your family, your blood is still a part of your family because you're all related. It's the chain that you can't break, and that's the whole point of the song.
Well, I mean, it's true. So
Yeah, and it's music like I don't think modern music really has a whole lot of meaning to it. It's always just about some relationship going wrong or something. It's not.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think my favorite song at the moment is "American Pie" by
Don McLean, I think,
what's
wasn't
it
it?
called? Yeah,
Yeah, I know that song.
I think that's my favorite song at the moment.
That's a pretty
Just
sad
because-
song. It's a very long one as well.
Yeah, it's I think 6 minutes or something. No, 8 even.
That's about a plane crash that killed a band. I think it was in the '60s.
The plane crash. I don't know when it happened, but the song is I think late 60s or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, the reason why I like the song is just because he used a lot. He's just saying a lot of things that happened during the times.
Yeah.
For
That's why I
all
like
the bad things and everything.
Billy Joel as well. Cause,
Oh, I just wanted to say that.
yeah, like we didn't start the fire.
That's also one of my favorite songs.
That's definitely one of my favorite songs. And I used to know all the words to that off by heart. And I probably would now if I heard it, but that's a really good song.
I have it in my playlist. I never heard of that song 2 weeks ago, but then I listened it once and then I loved that song. I think from artists that now are alive, Billy Joel is one of the greatest. Also.
Yeah. And one thing I like about Billy Joel is that during the Cold War, which was, from the 50s to the 80s, I think, he was really trying to appeal to the Russian audience. Like, he went over there, he tried to be peaceful with them, and I really like that because he sang a lot of songs in Russian, at a Russian stadium, even though the two countries were at war, which I thought was really... Yeah, there's a song called Leningrad by his. It's in English, but he's singing about a town that got... there was a big war that happened there or something. I think it was in the Second World War.
Yeah, Leningrad, I saw a lot of wars. I mean, damn it. There was also... now I need to think... I wanted to say something, but then I realized there was the town of Stalingrad. So...
Yeah, sorry, what?
Yeah, I wanted to say something, but there was Stalingrad.
Oh, yeah, Stalingrad. That's very different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened to that place? It's just during World War One and World War Two, it was a pretty big city, but now I don't think it's even that big of a city.
Yeah, and I think in Antarctica there's this massive statue of Lenin that's facing Russia.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just thought, what a weird place to put a statue. It's like in the middle of absolutely nowhere in Antarctica. It's just facing Russia.
Yeah, it's really weird.
I wonder if Antarctica melts and will fall in the ocean. Will it still be facing Russia if it's in the ocean?
Maybe that's the reason why the ice is melting there.
Yeah, it's Lenin.
The statue.
He's just angry.
He's doing it.
Oh god, so we went from talking about Billy Joel to Lenin falling in the ocean and melting Antarctica. A bit of a derailment.
A reminder, this needs to be scientific.
Yeah, it's a scientific
so, I'm just roasting Lenin on the moment.
Speaking of polar ice caps, just trying to get it back on track here, I think Mars has a southern polar ice cap, doesn't it? And a northern one.
It says north and south.
Yeah.
Even.
So it has ice in both, but it doesn't have any liquid water on the surface. It's just ice.
Under the ice, at least I thought it was under that ice.
Oh yeah.
There was a big sea or something of water. I mean, if anything would still live on Mars, it will be there.
Yeah. Like microbes or even possibly organisms, animals might be living. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think a lot of big things will live on Mars, but I think Mars would have been a good place to start, but I think just the ecosystem and the greenhouse, the fact that the greenhouse effect just doesn't work there anymore.
Yeah.
Then I like to see Mars and Venus to be exact opposite of each other.
Yeah.
Just one planet extremely cold, and the other extremely warm. And the fact that they do you think life ever would have been on Venus?
Well, there's theories that there could be life in the atmosphere of Venus because the temperature in the atmosphere is like perfectly capable of having life. But then on the actual planet, it's just too hot. There's no way that anything could live there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it seems like a plausible thing to.
I don't know what would live in a cloud though. apart from bacteria or
right.
microorganisms or something.
Yeah, but there are also people that believe things live on in the higher atmosphere of Jupiter. So.
Oh, yeah, that'd be weird. Because the whole Jupiter is a
Yeah.
gas giant, so.
Yeah, I mean, I think Carl Sagan even did something about it once. It's really weird. They had sort of, there are three animals: a hunter, a sort of balloon thing,
Yeah.
and just little microbes. And the little microbes were eaten by the big balloon things, and they were eaten by the hunters.
I don't think I've ever seen anything by Carl Sagan or heard anything from him. I keep hearing him referenced by other scientists.
Don't you know the plain blue dot video thing?
Sorry?
The plain blue dot. Do you know that?
A plane that blew up.
No, the
you keep cutting
blue
out.
dot.
I'm like trying to piece it
Yeah, I'm
together.
sorry.
No, it's fine.
The plain blue dot.
A plane in the earth.
No.
This is a comedy video.
Yeah, I'm really sorry. It's just this microphone is not good.
I'm just like piecing together the conversation because it keeps cutting out. Okay,
the plain blue dot. That.
A plain balloon dart. I feel so stupid.
No, that's it.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
It. The plain blue dot.
Alright, great. Maybe we should move on to something else.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's just edit this out of the video.
Yeah. So do you think
really...
extinct animals, this is a completely different subject, but extinct animals in the ocean could still be alive in the modern day? Because we recently found coelacanths, which is a fish that lived millions and millions of years ago, were still alive in the ocean. We thought they were extinct.
I think it is just size. I mean,
yeah.
We were in the first podcast. We were talking about the Meg, the movie.
Yeah, the megalodon.
And yeah, I don't think people creatures like that would still live.
Yeah, I don't think.
But I mean, smaller fish maybe.
Yeah. Or even animals like, because in the deep sea we know colossal squid and sperm whales, they fight each other and all this crazy stuff happens.
Yeah.
I don't know if colossal squid are prehistoric animals. I'm assuming they are. I'm not really a squid expert. But that'd be weird if they were giant prehistoric squids living down there.
Well, I never really thought of it. Yeah, I was saying I don't really know prehistoric. I don't really ever heard of prehistoric squids or something.
Of prehistoric what?
I think it's prehistoric squids.
Yeah, I mean, I know orthocone. I don't know if that's a squid, though. I think it's just a... or it could be a squid. It was basically just a massive animal with tentacles, and it lived in a giant cone. It was huge. I think it lived in the Devonian period.
I really don't know. I mean, if I really don't know actually where squids come from.
That's the thing. People used to think that octopus or octopi were aliens. Like they thought that because there was no evolutionary evidence for octopi. That's so crazy. I don't even know if I don't believe that or if I do believe it. I'm sort of on the fence with it.
Yeah, I mean, I also heard of that. Yeah, my sister once said that to me. I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I think that's still going on if they are not.
Because they're really intelligent animals. Octopus or octopi. I don't even know what the plural is. I think it's octopi. But they're actually surprisingly intelligent. They can work out puzzles. There's no evolutionary line that shows their descendants or ancestors, so we don't know where they came from. So a lot of people speculate that an asteroid carried them as bacteria to Earth, and they evolved into octopi.
I mean, just like the first episode where we were talking about asteroids bringing life to Earth, it could be possible. Maybe later lives or something like that.
And if that's true, then how many meteorites out there in the universe have life on them? It's just asteroids going around with life on them all the time.
Yeah.
Maybe the asteroid that wiped out the non-avian dinosaurs had octopi on it. That's my new theory. I'm posting that as a scientific consensus.
Don't even know if they were occupied by. In the
Yeah,
days,
I don't think there were. I mean,
who knows?
I don't know.
Maybe there are already.
This is no longer a scientific podcast. This is just a
conspiracy more
theorist
theory.
podcast.
Yeah.
This is going great. Okay.
I mean, now we're talking about sea creatures. My favorite animal is sea creature, the killer whale.
The what? Sorry.
The killer whale. That's my favorite. I thought maybe we could talk about science again. So.
I'm sure it's something that really obvious, but can't think of what that is.
You have to know. Come on.
A gitteril.
If you don't, they live literally everywhere in water. Where water is, they live. It's just.
I've got no idea. Okay, wait. How's it pronounced?
Maybe
Gitteril?
orca. Maybe the orca.
Oh, I thought you said gitteril. You mean killer whale? Yeah. I was like, what's a gitteril? Yeah, they're very interesting animals. Orcas. Yeah, they're really dangerous. But in the wild, they don't hurt humans. But when they're in captivity, they've been known to attack humans in SeaWorld and things like that.
Yeah. I think they're really smart animals. So smart that they know if they were that they are abused or not.
And when they are in captivity, their dorsal fin bends to the left for some reason.
Yeah, but they still don't know why that's happening.
Yeah, I've got no idea why that would be the case.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of animals actually that are pretty smart. I think chimps and dolphins / killer whales, because actually they are the same. But I think the next species on Earth that becomes really smart is dolphins and chimps, because chimps already reached the Stone Age actually, because they use stones while hunting.
And
yeah. No,
I was just saying, chimpanzees are the only other species on the planet that actually go to war with their own species.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I saw a documentary where a chimpanzee clan, it's a massive clan in Africa, and they're the biggest chimpanzee clan ever documented. They went to war with basically every other chimpanzee clan in the area, and they either killed them all or they made them join their clan and make it even bigger. So it was really, really interesting. They make weapons and spears. Yeah.
Yeah, well, what I was saying, they already reached the Stone Age. So,
yeah.
I mean, and dolphins also completed the mirror test. I don't know if you know that or not.
And I think dolphins are also one of the only other species that actually kill for sport. Like, they take pleasure out of killing other animals. Like crustaceans and stingrays. Yeah,
they're playing with seals if they want to. So
yes, that sounds. Because you think of a dolphin, you think of like this cuddly, lovely animal. It's just like torturing some creature before it eats it.
But I think they know that humans are also as smart as them, or smarter than them.
Yeah.
Because I think if we weren't as smart as them, they would treat us very different. I mean, they know if we're food for them or not, but still.
Yeah. I wonder if, like, when humans die out, if dolphins will take over the world as, like, this new intelligent species. They build their own civilizations.
Dolphins now in my head.
It's dolphin space race.
Dolphins and chimps fighting together. Who's the dominant species?
Dolphins, I reckon. They'll take over the
Planet
chimps.
Instead of Planet of the Apes, Planet of the Dolphins.
Yeah, Planet of the Dolphins. They're like re-terraform Earth. There's oceans everywhere.
Oh my god.
This has got me thinking now. I'm actually scared of dolphins. Like I'm starting to get concerned. Anyway, I think
again, everyone, this needs to be a scientific podcast.
Yeah, that's right. We've gone from conspiring about, I don't even know, music and all this other stuff to dolphins taking over the world. This is a great podcast about science.
Yeah.
God. Oh well, I think we should maybe wrap it up then.
Yeah, before it becomes too crazy.
Yeah, it's just put an end to it. Yeah, well, thank you guys for listening to us, and we'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Goodbye.